am excited about this one. Many of y'all have been asking for this dish since the early days of this page. Sticky chicken. I know. So, this is an old school Cajun dish that I haven't done before, but I was familiar with it. I just wanted to at least reach out to somebody who does it pretty often, who had a good concept of how they throw it down. So I reached out to my buddy Jesse Marcel, and Jesse said,
Do the stanky leg, do the stanky leg. I ain't want to gossip in here from me.
and that's pretty much how that went down. He gave me a good base of how he does it that he got from his grandma, and so it gave me a good idea of what I would like to do. I don't want to completely throw out his grandma's recipe, keep that with his family. But he gave me a great base, so we gonna throw it down. Y'all stick around, I'm about to knock this out. Paya! As always, ladies and gentlemen, get your pot heated up. Back over to our prepping area, we're gonna get chopping on these 4 yellow onions. Now I know what you're thinking. My goodness, that's a lot of onion. But that is what you need in a good sticky chicken. See, these onions have natural sugars, and we're gonna bring that out of them as we cook them down. Paya! Ain't nobody crying over this much onion. Let's go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, our onions are off to the side. And next, we're gonna hit up this chicken we got right here. So what you're gonna need is about 4 to 5 pounds of chicken on the bone. As you can see here, I've gone with a little bit more chicken legs than chicken thighs. And also, it's just chicken legs and chicken thighs. I just find that part of the chicken really has a lot of flavor. Let's season it up. First, you will do some generous portions of garlic powder. Next, some generous portions of Cajun seasoning. There we go. Next, we're going to dust these things off with some flour. I'm going to try to do it very gently here so that it doesn't get all over the place. Oh, now look, if that happens, it's okay. You can shake it off a little bit. No big deal. Keep dusting. There we go. All right, now we're going to flip all these over and repeat. And there you go. Okay, so to our hot pot over here, we're going to add 1 stick of butter. Okay, so once the butter has melted, you will begin adding the chicken in. And you're going to want the chicken to be very close to one another. May have to raise the heat up a little bit. Now it's cracking. All right, we're going to let that cook down for maybe 5 to 6 minutes. We just want to get a nice browning on the bottom. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so I went about 8 minutes here. My fire wasn't that high in the beginning, so I went a little longer. But looking like it's browning up really good. Yes, indeed. That's what I'm looking for. So at this point, we're going to go ahead and flip them all over and just let the other side brown. Beautiful. Whew, this is looking good, y'all. Look at that good browning, y'all. That is beautiful. I don't think I'm gonna need to let these cook nearly as long on this side. So I'll probably monitor them about 4 to 5 minutes. Boy, I got to tell y'all, just this right here smells like some fine dining. Woo-hoo. I am so excited to eat this. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this has browned up very nicely. At this time, we will start removing our chicken and putting it in a bowl off to the side. All right, now that we have removed our chicken, we're going to drop in our onion. Woohoo! Time to put the papaya on that. Oh yeah. As you guys can see, these onions get everything up from the bottom, around the pot. It's looking good. So you're going to want to cook your onions down for quite a while. I say at least 30 minutes. We want these things soft. And down in Louisiana, you already know, if you want it done right, you say it twice. Coming along, ladies and gentlemen. So look, some of you out there who do this may say, well, I put sugar in mine, and hey, whatever you do, your preference. But the onions do have their own sugars. And the whole term caramelization, it's not just for color. It's also because the onions become sweeter as you cook them. So keep that in mind if you're thinking about putting sugars, because this will have a good kind of salty, sweet, rich flavor to it. Don't freak out. It's not going to be that sweet. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Got this nice reverse angle going right here, huh? That's a new look on the Cajun Ninja show here. So look, as you can see, there's some browning on the bottom, which is great. And these onions are nice and soft. So at this time, I will be adding a little bit of 2 cups of chicken stock. I just want a small amount in there so I can really break up what I got right here. All right, and we are back to this side. And as you can see, it is coming up beautifully. And we got a nice good browning color going. Going to add a little bit more of our chicken stock in. And just break some things up. Okay, so we still have about a cup of our chicken stock left. But at this time, we're going to go ahead and add all of our chicken back to the pot. You also want to make sure you dump all this in. I know it might look ugly, but trust me, that is some flavor up in there. All right, next we will take the rest of our chicken stock and put it in our pot. All right, so we are going to make sure this gets brought to a boil before we cover and simmer. That looks pretty good. So we're going to go ahead and cover that up. Lower our fire to a simmering heat and let this bad boy cook for 1.5 to 2 hours. So listen guys, it's okay to come in every so often and stir this around, make sure things aren't really sticking to the bottom here. Whoa, calm down, dude. I like to get things moving. Also kind of flip the chicken over here and there so that way some of the browning can kind of marry in with this sauce. That flour that cooked on the outside of the chicken is going to help, give this sauce a good consistency. There we go. It's looking good, smelling good, got a nice color. I am excited. All right, let's cover this back up. Just keep letting it simmer. Furthermore, if you open your pot and you do not see a slight boil, that means you may want to raise your fire back up to where it's boiling, and then when you cover and lower your fire back down, just keep it a little higher than where you had it before. So that way it can maintain that simmering process. It is time to reveal the contents of this pot. Woo-hoo. Yes, indeed. Sticky chicken. So look guys, at this point, if you like, you can actually add a little bit of cold water and cornstarch if you want to thicken this up a little bit. See, it's kind of a thin gravy at this point, but a little bit of cold water and cornstarch, thicken that right up. Make it a nice, good gravy. Other than that, it looks great. Chicken's falling off the bone, which is how I like it. If you don't like it that way, just cook it for less time. But I'm ready to do this. Let's plate up. If y'all only knew how good this house smells right now, you would jump through that screen. Well, I tell you what, if it tastes as good as it smells, we are in for a real treat. So let's dive in. Whew, that chicken's coming off pretty easy. A little bit of this gravy here. Still really hot. I don't want to burn my tongue. There we go. Oh man. That is just how I remember it as a kid. There is this great salty hint of sweetness, savory flavor. You know, everything being cooked down in butter, you know, you're gonna have a real rich flavor. The chicken stock, it brings it all together. You got that nice Cajun touch with the Cajun seasoning and garlic powder. Oh man, it's such a great flavor. It's not like a chicken stew, you know. It's kind of a different consistency with a little bit of that sweetness from all the onion, you know, cooked in there. Oh man, it's really good. Well look guys, thank you all once again for tuning into one of these videos. I really appreciate it. Please go check out my merch store, Cajun Ninja Products. On sale now is items like the Paya Spatula and the shirt, Let's Get Crack-a-Lackin', along with a few other shirts in there as well. Furthermore, one more shout out to my boy, Jesse Marcel.
It's all good, baby. It's all good.
You got that right. See y'all next time. Paya!